Welcome back to the Virgo channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, know that this is a little bit of a different channel. I don't like to just look at how your person feels about you, what they did, what they're going to do. I like to look at the spiritual blocks, and I like to also look and see how they play out as karmic themes so that you can heal, so that you can have the opportunity to shape shift your situation. There's many different realities that can play out in a single situation. Your level of consciousness is actually determining what plays out because your behaviorisms and your habits are based on that. And that's why your karma is always based on what you do. Again, and what creates what you do is, again, your level of consciousness. So without further ado, I always like to put that out there in the beginning of the reading, just because the reading is a little bit longer because of that. I try and keep it like on the shorter level, like I try, but it's hard to, because I'm going into other area. Like it's asking more questions, pulling more cards. It takes more time of explanation, obviously, right? All right. Now, if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, you got to be ready to get a shadow reading. That's number one. Number two, you need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the word of the video. The word of the video is also going to be the underlying energy of what is influencing what is happening within your situation. Also, the word of the video always comes from the Psychic Soul Healer Oracle deck, which is my deck that comes with a workbook that has over 100 different shadow exercises in it, teaches you how to deepen your meditation and reflection practices, and helps you develop your psychic abilities. Okay, so it's a multifunctional system. Okay, let's see what the word of the day is. What is the word that is influencing? And this is a situation that's influencing. It's too many. Elitist. Let's see how that energy. Well, I'm actually feeling like you're connected to someone that wants people to perceive them in a certain way and perceive them by what they have. They want to be associated in a certain group. And I feel like when you first met this person, they didn't feel like you fit into that group. But I feel like they always had a connection to you. I'm not really feeling like this person gave you enough of a chance, but there's feelings there, and I'm feeling like they're in regret. Now, let's actually see why I'm feeling that. Like, what are the hidden truths? Let's start there. Why am I feeling that? Why do I feel like your person cares about possessions? Why do I feel like they're in regret for not treating you? Again, I feel as if they knew who you were when they met you. They knew that you were a soulmate. They might not have known the word soulmate, but they felt like they knew you before. They were comfortable with you. And I don't believe that this person feels comfortable in themselves. So which is part of the reason why they want to have this persona. So it's a rarity for them. Just being near you is intoxicating. I feel like this person is a little obsessed with you. I do. I feel like they've been in separation from you, thinking that, that they were holding out and thinking that you were going to cave in the beginning, and then you didn't cave, and then they thought that you would eventually come back, and you didn't. So you're making this person look at themselves a lot through the fact of how you're acting. Like they were so sure of themselves is what I feel, and they didn't want to give you the time, and they didn't really feel this deep connection before, but that's because they didn't give it the time. And now all this time that they've been in separation from you, they've been focused on you, not realizing is how much time, energy, focus, and money you give a person is how much energy you give a person. So you can be in separation with the person and think about a person every single day and have that person's energy on you. And, be in that person's energy field, where the person connected feels them. So you might feel that this person is still attached to you. And if you feel like they are like thinking about you, trying to manifest you. I hid who I really am from you. And again, yeah, because they were pretending to be this. So the facade, hiding behind material things, because there's a feeling of lack. So they probably didn't let you get that close. That's what I'm feeling. Like they wanted to, again, because they felt the connection, but they wanted to, on one hand, get close, but maybe not have a commitment. And then they wanted to have their cake and eat it too. Let's just face it, because there was part of me that's like, they wanted this because you were soulmate. They could feel it, but they were not ready. I hide behind material things. That's how it said your reading might begin. But they're still kind of hiding behind material things. There's a sense that they feel like you might not like them if they don't have those things. And I'm feeling as if they are like in a connection with somebody or getting out of a connection with somebody. And so I feel like they're actually getting out of a connection with somebody, though that somebody doesn't really know. And because they're not happy. And the reason what's prolonging is finances, is money. That's what I'm feeling. I wish things could be different. Yeah, because I feel like in the beginning they didn't know. They were playing a game. Now that this connection is falling apart, like this person knows that they're gonna leave, they have to wait until they get their money. They have to wait until they have, in their mind, they need to have more, that they can't just leave without it. Because again, part of their identity is based on what people perceive of them. It's not really who they are. Your things are not who you are. So I'm feeling like the person needs a lot of healing. I wish I could take back my words. I feel like they pretended not to really care. They downplayed this connection. So they're wishing that they would have treated you the way that you deserve to be treated, that you're their soulmate, that they wish, but they didn't give the connection the time. So part of them didn't know that this type of connection, and then the other part of them was not allowing you to get close to them because they were still connected to a karmic, and like their wealth isn't all about them. Their wealth is, I'm feeling like a lot, the karmic probably helped them build part of their business. And if didn't help build it, was there for the long haul with them. And there's a loyalty between your person and this person because of the fact that they were with them during the time. So it's almost like money has held this connection together for a long time. So that I am becoming a better person. And I feel like they're becoming a better person because for a long time they were connected to somebody that they really didn't love. The relationship was surface, and I believe that their relationship was always surface because they just don't have good relationships. And that they are used to having surface relationships with people that they just meet. And those surface relationships become intimate, so they feel as if they get their emotions met. However, they're still giving everything to their karmic. So they were like departmentalizing for a long time. And this is why they kind of see like the karmic's okay with that. And I don't want to be with somebody that's okay with that, because it's almost like you're okay with being with me just for money. Like that's like if we stay together, but our entire life is passing us by. Like we don't have that. So I'm actually feeling like the karmic still has feelings for your person, but your person doesn't have feelings for the karmic. And that there's a little bit of there's gonna be a little bit of hell to pay with your person trying to like really fully leave. This is really what I'm feeling. Okay, let's see. Confusion. So like can the karmic keeps your person in a place of confusion where makes them feel guilted. And guilt a lot of times can feel like love, believe it or not. It's like the karmic continually makes your person think about them. And that's because your person doesn't. They don't want to be with them. And so the karmic is so green with envy because they know that someone's there. They don't know who is there because you've been in separation with this person. However, your person is there, but they're not there, if that makes sense. And so if they don't live with this karmic, if they just see the karmic, when they hang out with the karmic that comes around, they're not there. They don't give them time. They don't give them energy. They don't give them what they used to give them. Whereas at least they used to get a little bit of friendship. They had a little camaraderie. They don't have any of it. It's like your person's checked out and it's really pissing the karmic off and driving the karmic crazy. When because they feel like they're losing control, being blind. Again, the karmic is really being blind, and really for a long time, they were blind to what the karmic was doing because they wanted to be a good person. See, when we don't feel good about ourselves, it's easy to be manipulated, and that's what happened. Your person got really manipulated, and I'm feeling because they're in separation with you, like they're seeing the difference between you and this karmic, and really like the karmic is making it worse for themselves without realizing it. And see, so you see how the karmic is fearful and knows down deep inside that your person does not want to be with them. Knows the person that is connected to you, I should say, doesn't want to be with them, knows it, but their actions are so manipulative to the point that it's like your person like can't breathe. It's 24/7, where it's going to try and create confusion. I'm going to try and act like a damsel in distress, or somebody again that's overly helpful. If it's a guy coming in, let me fix this, let me help this, let me do this, you need this, like being so over the top, like being obsessive because they're terrified that your person is going to leave because the person's not giving anything. And I'm feeling like your person just is like, I don't want to leave here on wrong terms. I don't want to do the wrong thing. So I want they want the karmic to throw them out, is what I'm feeling. And so it's taking a long time because the karmic really did not want to do that. The karmic thought eventually you'll just go back. It'll just go back to the way that things have always been, where you just come back to me and, you're with me and whatever. And we live like this, and it's okay that we don't really love each other. We have a connection, or that you don't really love me, I should say. And I'm almost feeling like the karmic doesn't even love anymore because your person has never really stayed committed to them. So they've hurt them over and over and over and over and over again. So it's more like it's a trauma bond. And so that's why I'm saying sometimes guilt can feel like love. So your person's in a trauma bond, and that they're, again, in the process of trying to get out, but how they're trying to get out is to like have the other person do it. So that shows that they're really kind of like weak. And with you, like I said, this is why they wanted you to chase them. They thought if you chase them, they were going to get what they wanted. That's not what happened. What happened is you took the high road, and so now this person is like, you like blew their minds. You blew their minds. You blew their mind, and they are not happy about it. Okay, so they're not happy about it because it's created like they need healing. I wish I could say what I really feel. Someday I will, but right now I'm afraid to be myself. The person is like, doesn't really know who they are, like you said, and they're embarrassed. They have somebody that they haven't set appropriate boundaries with. They don't feel like they're their own person, and it's because they're not their own person. That's why they want people to perceive them as their stuff instead of really who they are. But you are real. And I feel like, and they have a connection to you. And so, because see why the universe has brought you into this person's life. It's healing. It's for them. I'm struggling with codependency. I told you, I'm afraid to let go of my old coping mechanisms. And part of that is that karmic. And the karmic, because the karmic, again, has been there, again, for a reason. They've helped them through their business, helped them if they have kids, raise their kids, help them, did their laundry, cooked food for them, fix their car, maintain their house, whatever it is. They're connected to this person for a long time, but there's no love there. It's like the karmic is like, well, this is my life and I like what it looks like from the outside. And from the outside, everyone does, and we benefit because like financially, and this is the way that it should be, and blah, 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 blah. But your person's like, I don't feel this way. And I'm not happy this way. I am walking home to you. I'm not sure where I am on the path, but I am walking it. So your person is, again, knows that they're coming back. They don't know when, they don't know how, and they also know that the mess that they're in. But understand they are in separation from you because of their ego in the beginning. Okay, let's face it, it's again, but they had to be in that space because they were connected to somebody else again, and they're in a trauma bond. And really, you've come into this life and you're changing this person's life, which unconditional love does. But let's ask, why did you pull this person into your life? What do you need healing in? Why would you pull a person that's emotionally not available to you? Doesn't mean that they don't love. They're connected to somebody else. They're codependent. So why did you connect to them? We need to ask spirit why. Like what do you need healing in? Because otherwise you're like, well, what the fuck do I get out of this shit? Like, why would I get it? You're gonna stay there, you're gonna take forever. Why did I? And spirit's like, you're a magnet of who and what comes into your life. There's a reason why. When we look at the inner child wounds, nurturance. Okay. Let's eat it. Okay. Let's see. Wonder. The nurturance and wonder, like it's kind of like the same thing when you think about it. You're like, how is that? Well, it's feeding yourself. It's giving you yourself. So nurturing yourself, I'm feeling like you're nurturing your gifts. You're nurturing the child self. You're reparenting certain things. This person made you feel certain things about yourself. And again, lack, limitation, if they ran in and out. So you had to nurture yourself. But understand that wound was there before that person came, your person came into your life. The person that's connected to you came into your life and, started something but couldn't follow through before this person ever came into your life. It was because maybe you didn't get the nurturing. you needed when you were growing up. Again, and we look at our inner child wounds. Who nurtures us? Our parents, our environment. And so part of that could have been for a number of different reasons. It doesn't matter what the reason, because everybody's reason is going to be different. But when we haven't been nurtured, there's a sense of feeling a lack. And so you were being asked to, like, again, wonder, it's again, find, like, what intrigues you? What stirs up your soul? What else do you have passion for? Because this person believes that they are coming back to you. They believe that they are your soulmate twin flame. They believe that. And they do, because they're leaving a trauma bond for you. You know, and it's not going to be an easy road. They know it already, which is why they want the other person to do it. And so wonder, while this person is doing that, are you, like, finding out about yourself? It's again the wonder of life. Like, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Have you nurtured your gifts? And if you nurtured your gifts, like, how else can you connect to other people, maybe through your gifts? Or how else can you share your gifts, which will actually inevitably connect you to different people? It's going to push you into a new level of yourself. This person helped you evolve. And so when I see nurture and wonder, when we're not supported growing up, we don't really feel safe enough to go out and explore and find ourselves. We don't really have a wonder. It's like, because we're too busy surviving. So, and the nurturance is, again, like, we have to do that for ourselves. And we do that by learning to take care of ourselves. So I feel like if this person came into your life and they, again, were playing games, they wanted you to chase them. If you would have chased them, you wouldn't have given that energy to yourself. So it was definitely a karmic thing, because they would have never given you anything. They would have stayed with that karmic, because that karmic always wins. And always wins because it's a long time. It's what's familiar, not because of love. It's comfortability. It's codependency. With you, you stayed away. You, again, you went and found yourself, went on an adventure. Wonder is that. It's like, I went out and I wondered what would fill my life, and I went on my own spiritual journey, and I joined things, and I connected to things, and I fed my soul, and I did things, and I created myself more. I nurtured my own gifts. And in that, you know, your person's watching you from afar, because they still have feelings for you. Again, they expected you to chase them. They expected you to, everything that you did, you didn't, everything they expected you to do, you didn't do. But the whole time they had their focus on you, the whole time. And they didn't realize, again, that when you're focused on something that much, you're actually, like, and you have emotion for something, which they did, they were growing more and more and more feelings for you. And so that's why the karmic can't do anything, because this is really a connection of unconditional love. It's a spiritual connection, and it's a spiritual connection to the point that if this pushed you into, like, nurturing yourself to become the best version of yourself, and this person left a karmic mate, then it's a twin flame journey to possibly birth something, to create something, to do something, which I did a very similar reading the other night. So whatever you just cleared helped me to shift to. So it's, again, this person feels you. So you're in a process of healing right now. They know that they're coming back, but they don't know when. And like I said, I just feel like all this clearing, that's really what it is. It's like, that's really what it is. It's just a constant, like, clearing when you're brought together with your soulmate, your twin flame. It's the most difficult relationship because it's going to trigger you all the time. It's going to trigger you so that you can become aware of what needs to be healed. There's so much passion in the connection. It helps you transmute your wounds. So let's just see, like, what is the energy that we could bring in to help balance out this connection even more? Because the one person is coming back to you, but that doesn't mean that it's easy peasy. It's not. It's, again, it's a soulmate twin flame relationship. Like I just said, it's triggering, and it's meant to pull out all your wounds, to make you look at them, to make you do the spiritual work that needs to. Otherwise, we wouldn't. The fact that we have unconditional love for this person is what, and we realize that we have unconditional love for the person when we do things that we would normally never do, when we change, when we change for the better, and inevitably that this person is changing for the better. We can see it. And you too change for the better. The separation was actually made you both better people. But that doesn't mean that being together is an easy process either. So we always ask, like, what other messages for the universe, what should we also incorporate? Belief. I believe in myself and the beauty of life and the goodness of God. Thus, I have the power to fulfill my dreams. Thus, will of the Almighty supports me. My life is showered in divine light, and my heart opens to the power of the universe. So, so it's about not being codependent, again, and for your person to believe in themselves, and for you to also believe in yourself. And because you're doing new things and you're nurturing yourself, and it's to keeping on that route, like, of what you're doing, but this person comes back into your life, and it's, again, there is unconditional love, so there will be support, there will be, but you learn balance. You're learning balance, and that's what this person is learning balance too. And inevitably to birth something. That's not in this reading, but that's usually what spirit does. Spirit brings a soulmate twin flame into your life. It doesn't mean that you're 100% healed. You're not. It's going to be triggering. It's going to draw attention to what needs to be healed. That's what happened here for both. It will continue. And that's what it's saying. Continue to have belief in yourself. Continue to know that the universe is supporting you. The universe has brought this person into your life to help you, to guide you, to help support you, but inevitably to give you unconditional love. And that's what these relationships do. They allow us to heal through that. And I'm going to leave that there. Virgo, you let me know how you resonate with this. And again, if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, remember to write Elitist in your comment bar. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.